Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to this special podcast about Payroll Giving Week. My name's Ejaz, and I'm the CEO and the founder of GivingForce. We're a technology company who offer a solution to companies that want to engage with their employees, whether that's giving time or money, and wherever that might be in the UK or around the world. And today we're focusing on the UK, and particularly on Payroll Giving Week in the UK. And I'd like to introduce you to a couple of people who have been involved from the start with Payroll Giving Week. If you'd like to introduce yourselves, maybe you can start first, Mervi.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Mervi Slade. I'm Product and Program Manager for Payroll Giving at Ejaz Research UK. And I've been involved with Payroll Giving for quite a while, and worked on various charities from Save the Children to Diabetes UK to Cancer Research UK, as well as some of the agencies as well.
Caroline.
Hi everyone, I'm Caroline Gaskin. I'm the development manager at a small charity called Together for Animals. We're an animal welfare charity, and our focus of fundraising is payroll giving. So I've been looking after our payroll giving scheme since I joined the charity in 2018.
Fantastic. Lovely to have you both here. And I'm going to ask a few questions. I hope to help everyone out there understand more about payroll giving, why they should get involved, and whether you're an employer or an employee wanting to donate. So shall we start with the basics? And maybe Caroline, could you explain what is payroll giving?
So payroll giving is really simple. It's a donation made to a charity of someone's choice, but instead of that donation coming from their bank account or their bank card, it is just a deduction from their salary. That's why it's payroll giving. So your payroll or your HR team, you would just tell them, this is the charity I want to support, and this is how much money I'd like to give them each month or week, however often your salary is paid out to you. They make that donation, and that donation ends up with the charity that you've chosen.
Fantastic. So Mervi, I mean, can you say why, you believe that payroll giving is the preferred way to make donations?
Well, obviously one of the really big benefits of payroll giving is that it's tax-free. So if you're making your donation directly from your salary, so if you are standard UK tax rate payer, which is 20%, a £5 donation would actually only cost you £4.
Wow.
If you are higher rate taxpayer, that same fiver is only going to cost you £3. So it's a really great way of supporting charities. Also, I want to add to the mix that, of course, some employers also match donations, which the charity would not get if they were giving via direct debit from their account. And obviously, we're not here to diss any other forms of giving either, but payroll giving is a really great, effective way of supporting your chosen charity.
We see a lot of long-term engagement with through payroll giving, regular donations, and as you say, that all-important matching, which obviously depends on the employer's budget and their goals, but we see that as a great way of engaging employees. So Mervi, I mean, what's the most surprising thing about payroll giving? What would you say that would be?
I think one of the things that is surprising is that how few people actually are aware of payroll giving. Considering that it's been going on since 1987, there's still relatively small percentage of employers that actually offer payroll giving, and in the size of a country like UK, only just over 1 million people are doing it. When I say only, obviously, 1 million people is quite a big group, but it's still, there's so much more scope and so much more awareness raising that could actually get even more income for charities.
Anything you'd add to that, Caroline?
I think for me, it's the fact that it isn't just the large household name charities that you would hear of every day that can benefit from payroll giving. People can give to any course that's got a registered number. So we're only a really small charity. I'm the only employee. I'm supported by a lot of people, but I'm the only employee, and we can have payroll giving and payroll givers, and actually it's like 90% of our donors that give to us every month are through payroll giving. So it isn't just something that the big household names charities can benefit from. It could be your local church roof fund, it could be a small animal shelter down the road from you, it could be a charity like us. Any charity can benefit from it.
Fantastic. Leveling the playing field. So what do most people get wrong about payroll giving, would you say, Caroline?
It's not so much wrong, but like Mervi said, it's the awareness thing. So they may work for a company that has a scheme but not realize that they have a scheme. They may think it's easier to donate by going to their bank and setting up a direct debit, or going to their favorite charity's website and doing a donation like that. But actually the payroll giving is super easy to set up. And again, obviously they're going to, make their donation but save money on their tax. So it's not so much that people get it wrong, it's just that level of awareness, which is why we've set up Payroll Giving Week, to sort of increase that with people that work for companies, and with companies to like set up schemes. They might think that it's a really huge administration process for their staff to sort of set up a payroll giving scheme, and it isn't at all. It's quite simple. They might think that it's going to be really cost intensive, but again, it isn't. You can set up a scheme quite easily at very little cost, and help charities that your staff really care about, which I think is really important, that it's that piece where staff choose the charity that they are most associated with because of something that's happened in their life or something that they really believe in. So I think it's just an awareness piece that we're definitely getting better as we do things like Payroll Giving Week.
No, we definitely see that as well. There's strategic objectives for companies, but that personal connection, it's very difficult to have that at a strategic level. Everyone has their own stories, their own reasons for supporting different charities, and that's why I personally love payroll giving. So why should a company promote payroll giving to its employees? I'll give that one over to you, Mervi.
Well, I think you could turn that other way around. Why shouldn't they? I think it's because it's a great part of your CSR program. If you have a Charity of the Year partnership or longer partnership with the charity, it would be a great way to use as an employee engagement tool, both to get people actually signing up to give through the scheme, but also raise awareness of the charity partnerships that you actually have in place. I think it is also a great extra part of your employee benefits, because not, as mentioned before, not every single employer is actually offering payroll giving to their staff, and it can be a bit of a USP to show your employees that they working where they are working, they can actually support any cause that is close to their heart. I think it's also the right thing to do, and I think from employers' point of view, you can actually win awards as well. So there are things like, the Quality Award mark based on the percentage of your uptake, as well as National Payroll Giving Excellence Awards, where you can actually get a bit of nice internal and external PR when you are getting things right and having good successful scheme. And at the end of the day, charities will benefit, and the world can be a bit better place.
Yeah, absolutely. So what does the sort of average participation look like for a company for payroll giving, would you say, Mervi?
I believe it's in general on average. There are no official statistics, but what we are being kind of told by payroll giving agencies, for example, is that it is something between 1% to 5%. That's quite usual. However, there are some, really great examples. There's your Royal Mail has extremely good uptake on their payroll giving scheme. And also the Entertainer independent toy shops across UK, they have almost half of their workforce taking part in payroll giving scheme. And it just really shows that, if you have that kind of, backing from the top, and if you are actually proactively promoting the scheme, because people don't just find out about it through osmosis, it can really have a massive effect on, how your scheme looks like.
Fantastic. So, Caroline, how much does it cost employees to donate through payroll giving?
Well, the employee itself, they won't pay anything to donate other than their donation. And actually, as Mervi said, because it's a tax-free donation, they'll actually be giving less to give more to their charity. So a £5 donation would cost the average 20% taxpayer just £4. A £10 donation would cost them just £8. So actually, they're not paying anything to donate, and they're saving on the overall donation that they want to make to the charity. And the charity still receives the full amount. So everyone benefits through payroll giving.
Absolutely, a win-win in all directions by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
And if I can add to that as well, I think for the higher rate taxpayers, it could be an extremely good way of giving to charities. And obviously we are now, when we are talking, it is February time. Quite a lot of organizations might be finding out if they are getting bonuses. So if someone on a higher rates would like to give a one-off gift that is a bit more sizable than your regular gift might be, I think payroll giving is a really great way of doing that, because you can give even more to the cause that you care about.
Fantastic. What would you say makes a really effective payroll giving campaign? Caroline, you want to have a go at that one?
I think just making your employees aware all the time. Like, don't think of it as just a one-off campaign. When you launch a scheme, build it into regular communications with your staff, remind them that it's an option. You can do some great incentives for people when they sign up, things like some people give like a few hours or even a whole day's leave as part of like a prize draw to somebody that sets up a donation. Some will have just little gifts, like maybe a box of chocolates on a prize draw, whatever the company can give back to somebody. Those sort of prize draw incentives work really well. That having it as a communication regularly, like I said, showing the staff the impact that they have, I think as well is really important for corporates to have that sum up every so often of, we have as a collective company donated this much to causes that help with cancer research across all sort of demographics, help with local children's care, help with the local food bank, help with an animal shelter. Letting the staff know that actually as a collective they are having this brilliant impact on the local community and nationally, I think it's really important, because it isn't just that sign up and one person gives piece. It's what the company is then doing as a collective, which can really add up and make a massive difference to causes generally. And just making sign up, fun. It's only a really short form. Let the staff know like literally how easy it is. It's only a few details. It isn't a long, arduous form. They don't give any confidential details as well. So there's nothing like bank account numbers being passed around that some people don't sort of like to give. There's nothing like that at all because of it coming from pay. So I think it's all of those things, just pointing out the benefits, pointing out the tax benefits to the staff, pointing out that it, what you're then doing to help the causes. Get the chat, ask some of the charities that are being supportive to come in and send you news stories to send, so that they're aware of what's happening with the donations. I think as well is really important, so people see how they're giving and how it's helping.
Fantastic. Now we there's a few solutions like GivingForce where we take away some of the paper element as well. So it becomes a few clicks, and as you say, you're not giving away any personal information. You even get to choose whether you want to be contacted directly or not as part of your data privacy options. And so it's really easy to sign up, and it's just as easy to change and should circumstances change, and to cancel if you need to. And we found that that's a really good driver to getting people to participate. The easier it is to get out, the more likely people are to get in and try it. But a good campaign is at the heart of that, because even having a slick system isn't going to drive people there if they don't know that it exists, or that even that the scheme's available. So really useful insights, actually.
And I think, from charities' point of view, I think it would be it's really important to point out that, especially during the pandemic, payroll giving has really been one of the unsung heroes, because the income has really, what we have heard from other charities as well, the income has stayed really stable, and that is absolutely vital, because so many forms of fundraising were just basically literally wiped out within a day. When everything started, your running events, your all kinds of challenge events that might have happened otherwise. So it's a really, really important regular giving income source for so many thousands of charities.
And as we move forward as well, we're now in this sort of what we're calling new normal, which is a term I hate, but it's one we all know and have all bandied around a lot. The fundraising opportunities will for a while look very different, because you're not going to have your office, you might have moved to hybrid working, you're never going to have all your staff in your office at one time again. So things like, the wear a pink jumper, or wear a Christmas jumper, or do a bake sale, or somebody selling raffle tickets, all of these things that used to be part of a company's sort of fundraising program throughout the year are going to look very different, because either there won't be so many staff in the office to participate at any one time, it's just not as easy, or you might even, like many companies have chosen to do, is sort of move away from office working for the foreseeable future, full stop. But with a payroll giving scheme, you're still fundraising for good causes, but you haven't got that element of people having to be together in the office to do it, or people, only half your staff being in at any one time, to allow for sort of hybrid working moving forward. It's something that none of that matters. It's literally, you can sign up online. Plenty of the charities either have their own websites, or like you have the GivingForce sort of platform, so they'll have a way to sign up online. So that in-person office working element of corporate fundraising isn't a necessity with payroll giving. Absolutely.
So some fantastic pieces of information for everyone out there that wants to know more about payroll giving. Is there anywhere else where they can go and find more information about payroll giving and Payroll Giving Week?
Yeah, we've got a brand new website which has got all the information for employers, for charities who want to know more as well. And it's simply at www.payrollgivingweek.co.uk.
That's fantastic. No one can forget that. Payrollgivingweek.co.uk. Literally it says what it does on the tin. So thank you both. That's been hopefully enjoyable for you, and hopefully really informative for everyone who's tuned in to watch this. Thank you. I hope you have a great day.